Hey, it's DeagleBeagle, and today we're going to look at Arcanine. I don't know even how to say this name. Hisui, or something like that. And there's a lot of different ways you could use it. So, one of the first ways I thought of was to take advantage of Head Smash with Rockhead, and it also stops it from having recoil from Flare Blitz. And if you're using wide lens, I thought you could use like Will-O-Wisp with it too, since it normally has less accuracy without wide lens, and maybe extreme speed or protect. So the EVs though, you could change. Like you would probably want to outspeed Modest Pelipper if you're trying to make it outspeed stuff for like a speed benchmark, or at least give it some speed for the speed creep. It just depends on how common Modest or Timid Pelipper is. I just think Modest would be more common because who's going to make their Pelipper timid? It's not going to outspeed that many more Pokemon, and it's going to sacrifice a lot of power. So, probably they're just going to use Modest, and then all this other stuff in between doesn't really tend to matter because it's not used very much. So, you could give it like 118 speed or whatever, or you could max it out if you so choose. You could even use Rock Slide still with this one. The Terra type though shouldn't be fire. I meant to change it to something else. You could either use an offensive Terra like Rock. I mean, you could use fire if you really want to, but I would probably use on this one probably a defensive Terra, because Head Smash is already going to do so much. I don't think you really need a boost, because if anything, a boost isn't going to help it because it's probably going to one shot almost anything that it hits neutrally, or almost one shot anything that it hits neutrally with it, or super effective. The things that are going to survive Head Smash are probably going to be the resistances. So, so it just depends. But I would probably use a defensive Terra. You could use lots of different ones. But considering its weaknesses, you would probably want to use Bug or Grass. So maybe just make it Grass for now. Grass probably would make a lot of. Well, let's actually see how much Head Smash does to Amoonguss, because that can Terra Water, and if you Flare Blitz it, it can Terra Water and Spore you. Now, wait, what? Oh, this is because it's not Choice Band Head Smash. So yeah, the bulky Pokemon like Amoonguss could wall an Arcanine that's wide lens. So Terra Rock wouldn't even one shot it. If it had full HP, you would have to chip it first. So I probably wouldn't make it Terra Rock. I would probably. I mean, you could, but I would probably make it like a defensive Terra, like I was saying, like to counter what it's weak to keep it alive longer so it can get off more attacks. If you're gonna use Choice Band, I wouldn't use Head Smash with it because it's a little too inaccurate with 80 accuracy. I would probably choose to use Rock Slide with it. And if you're using Rock Slide, it's hard to say how much speed you should have because there's not a lot of Pokemon that are around the speed of Arcanine, at least not anymore. But they might be now with the Regulation D. But you would want to get more flinches. You do have extreme speed. So on Arcanine specifically, I don't think speed's that important, but it's more important if you're using maybe like a flinchy move like Rock Slide, or just power and speed go well together. So like on a choice band set, I'd probably be more likely to give it speed if I did give it speed. Well, it depends on the Terra type also. If I had Terra normal, maybe not, because I could just figure, oh, I'm just going to extreme speed with it. And you could even use something like this with Chi and Pal. And I was using Choice Band regular Arcanine in Regulation C, and it was pretty good actually with Intimidate. And it was almost as powerful as Dragonite for the extreme speed, and it had other good moves too, like Flare Blitz. So I kind of liked Choice Band Arcanine a lot. It had Wild Charge with Band to one-shot Gyarados, even if it was intimidated, and just put a lot of pressure on him. And then Terra Grass is good versus Spore, ignoring Rage Powder and doing damage with Terra Blast Grass. You could even use it on this one too, over maybe close combat, but well, actually no, you can't because it's not Terra Grass. Uh, yeah, Terra Grass probably would be what I would use with it personally for the Spore immunity and going through Rage Powder, but you could use Bug with it because, well, Bug just has pretty good typing defensively, but overall, yeah, Grass is probably better. I would probably use Bug though on the one with safety goggles because you don't really need Terra Grass with safety goggles, and Bug might be a better defensive type currently because if you Terra Grass, Grass has a lot of resistances, but it has like more resistances than Bug, but it's weak to more things than Bug. So Bug resisting fighting, which it's weak to, and ground. That might be better than Grass because Grass doesn't resist fighting, and it's part rock type, so it's weak to fighting. Except Bug doesn't resist water though, and it's 4 times weak to water. So overall, yeah, Bug is not that great. I wouldn't really use safety goggles with this normally, but I just had it in case you wanted to use it like a regular Arcanine. But you might even want to use this Arcanine with Gastrodon, considering how it's 4 times weak to water. If you use it with Gastrodon, you could counter Palafin completely. They would have to take out the Gastrodon first to even probably touch the Arcanine with Palafin. And yeah, these are just some ideas. So, thanks for watching.